Now, Jalen Green just called out Jalen Suggs and Joshua Christopher to this insane contest, and we're going to get into it and what they responded with. Now, before I get in this video, I just want to make sure you guys give a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications to get a new notification every time I upload a new video. And if you like the latest and greatest high school, college, and NBA basketball content out there, let's get into it. Now, Jalen Green just posted this on his Instagram story where he was calling out Joshua Christopher and Jalen Suggs to this insane contest where the players would be required to take a layup, a free throw shot, and then a three-point shot, and whoever could do it the quickest wins. And let's just say all these guys are great competitors. Now, I was surprised that he ended up calling these two guys out, but the challenge is really going on, and they came right back and posted their own vids. Now, I definitely think this is some great friendly competition, and this is really what it's all about. All of these guys are such great players. Now, for those who don't know, Jalen Green is arguably one of the best players in the country. He currently is in the NBA G League training and preparing for the NBA draft. And then you have Jalen Suggs, who is a player who's one of the best point guards in the country and arguably is going to be the #1 pick in the next upcoming NBA draft, who currently plays for Gonzaga, is really doing crazy things on the court. He's one of the best players in college basketball. And also, in addition to that, we have Joshua Christopher, who is another really good player. Now, Jalen Suggs was the 6th ranked player in the class of 2020, and he's actually a McDonald's All-American too. So you know, guys, he is definitely for sure an excellent player. And then we also have, and he's currently averaging 14 points per game. And then we have Joshua Christopher, who is the 11th ranked player in the country, and he was also a McDonald's All-American and is now averaging 17 points per game as a freshman in college. If you guys don't know, those are some very good numbers. To be coming in as a freshman and really taking over the program, averaging 17 points per game, there are not a lot of freshmen that are doing that. Now, both Jalen and Joshua Christopher responded to the challenge and did it on their own time. And man, they did a great job. But I think this raises some excellent questions as to the different routes that players can take coming out of high school. Now, of course, you have the NBA G League, overseas, and also taking a year off and trying to prepare for the draft on your own. Now, as the mock draft show right now, Jalen Suggs is actually listed as the #1 pick in the NBA draft, while Jalen Green was actually listed as number 5. And that's really interesting to me. The reason why I say this is because, of course, Jalen Suggs is the one that's at Gonzaga, and he actually went there and is doing very well as a freshman. And Jalen Green decided to go to the alternate route and go to the G League and try to do that way, which hasn't really been done before. It seems like this is the first year that the G League really offered this Ignite team to develop players and get them ready for the NBA draft. Now, in my opinion, one of the biggest benefits of going to the NBA G League is you can make money off of your name. If you guys don't know, these guys are making 6 figures easily with no problem. And being in the NBA G League just gets you closer to a lot of NBA coaches and scouts that odds are they're going to be seeing you in the future. If you're here and you have that level of skill and you're good enough to play, man, they're going to see you there and you're going to be able to play right in front of them. So they're going to have an excellent idea of how good you are, how developed you are, your skills, what you need to improve on. But you can make money off of your name from that. I think that's really the best option for a lot of these top level guys. Now, obviously the downside to this could be that you don't get that college education, and that's one huge thing. The basketball will eventually stop bouncing and you will need to find something else to do. But if you're not really worried about that college education, man, then I think this is a great option for you, or if you want to get it at another time. But obviously the visibility is there because because all the coaches can see you and people really see you play all the time, and you can make money. And then you have the traditional route, of course, the college way, which Joshua Christopher and Jalen Suggs went. And I don't blame them, man. That seems like a great route as well, because you could be in an established program. You can go and play for a coach who has a whole lot of wins and a whole lot of expectations and knows how to run a program and get players to the NBA. And although you can't make money off of your name, if you're not going to be a one and done player, you can definitely go get your degree, and also you get college experience. So I think that's definitely a great option for these two players, but it's really interesting to see how it will affect them in the long run. You have guys that are going the college route and then NBA G League, and also there are players that have gone overseas, but how is it really going to affect them long term? Because that's what we're looking at. Although, you know, their draft stocks are both very high, all of these guys are definitely going to go probably top 10, but where are they going to be long term? And it definitely seems like both are really good options. But man, shout out to Jalen Green for doing this contest, because it really brings up these important topics to talk about these players and where they're going to end up in a couple years. Now, of course, there's a whole lot of routes to go after high school, but man, I think all of these guys are choosing excellent routes, and they're really flourishing wherever they are. Jalen Green just had a game on his G League team for Ignite where he actually went off for a whole lot of points, but this is going to really change the way, man, a lot of these top recruits go to school and how they really attend these schools. If you think about it, this is a move going to the NBA G League that no one has done before, and odds are, since Jalen took this route, a lot of players in the future that are top recruits, man, are not going to go the college route. Now, what's really going to be interesting is what happens when the rule that players cannot go straight from high school to the NBA is abolished. When that rule is gone, I wonder where these players are going to go, because honestly, I think a lot of these top recruits are not ready to go straight to the NBA. Now, me thinking of them playing against people like LeBron or Zion coming straight out of high school, there's definitely not a lot of players that can do that. There may be a few, but at the end of the day, a lot of these guys' goals are just try to go and make some money off their name and get straight to the league, while others are trying to get education or try to develop and make sure that they're ready so that they can have a lasting career in the NBA. But altogether, it's going to be very interesting to see when that rule is gone and where players are going to decide to go. Personally, I think only the top maybe 1% or really the best of the best players will be able to go straight to the NBA. But a lot of these guys, if they're trying to get to the league, I think their best bet would be to try to go to some facility to prepare them. Now, whether that's the G League so that they can get right for the NBA or try to go somewhere else, I think that would definitely be a better alternative, because you know what can happen if you try to go right to the NBA too early. A lot of times you might have a lot of buzz coming into the league, but you phase out and you really don't end up lasting on a team as if you would have waited and taken the time to develop, and then you would have stayed on a team. But that does happen to a lot of top players that try to jump the gun and just go to the NBA. And it's really sad, because if they would have taken just a couple more years to develop and work on the game, it probably could have changed their entire career forever. But you guys let me know, what do you think about those dunks that we had in the beginning of the video? Do you think they made the challenge? Who do you think won the challenge? And do you think the next wave of hoopers is actually going to go straight to the NBA? You think they're going to go G League route overseas, or do you think they're just going to try to take a post-grad year and then go to the league? Let me know. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, get a new notification every time I upload a new video. We just hit 9K subscribers. Man, I thank each and every one of you for subbing to the channel. It's LNH and I'm out.